Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRIENDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. Hey, Commanders fans, grab a seat, because what I'm about to tell you could be a total game changer. There's a lot of buzz swirling around the NFL lately, and it's not just the usual off-season chatter. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that might shake up the NFC East and redefine Washington's quarterback situation for years to come. Rumors are swirling that the Los Angeles Rams might be open to parting ways with Matthew Stafford, and the Commanders are right in the thick of it. Now, before everyone jumps to conclusions, let's walk through what's really happening, what it could mean for Washington, and why this isn't just some idle speculation. First off, the Rams are sitting at 5-4, which isn't bad but not great either. Stafford has been battling injuries this season, an elbow flare-up to be specific, which has kept him out for a couple of weeks. An MRI done during Week 9 showed some issues, and it's expected he'll be out for 2-3 more weeks. That's not exactly ideal for a team that's trying to make a playoff push, especially considering their odds are around plus 300 now, which reflects some uncertainty about their chances. The Rams are in a bit of a semi-rebuild mode, and they're prioritizing cap space and youth, particularly at wide receiver. To free up some room, they're reportedly willing to trade Stafford, who's still seen as a valuable veteran presence, especially as they look to build around their younger core. What's interesting here is that the Rams are potentially offering a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027 in exchange for Stafford. That's a significant investment, but it also frees up about $22 million in cap space, which they could redirect toward younger players or other needs. The Rams are also considering this move because, despite their recent ups and downs, they're realistically looking at an 8-9 record, and their odds of winning the Super Bowl are quite long, around plus 4-0. They're not exactly pushing all in anymore, and with Stafford's health in question, they're weighing the future more than the present. Now, for the Commanders, this could be a golden opportunity. They're currently sitting at 3-6, and their quarterback situation has been a bit of a mess. Sam Howell, their expected starter, has shown flashes but also struggled with consistency, and Taylor Heinicke is on injured reserve with an elbow injury. After the trade deadline in early November, Washington has been looking at their options, and many insiders believe that acquiring a veteran like Stafford could be the perfect bridge. Not just to stabilize the position for the rest of this season, but to mentor their young quarterbacks, particularly Howell, who's still developing. Let's talk about Stafford himself for a moment. The guy's got some serious credentials. Known as the arm cannon, Stafford has been one of the most prolific quarterbacks in NFL history when healthy. In 2025, prior to his injury, he was on pace for around 15 touchdowns, with nearly 900 yards passing, completing about 66% of his throws. He's got an 89. 4 PFF grade for this season, which shows he's still playing at a high level when he's on the field. And remember, he led the Rams to a Super Bowl victory in 2022, earning the MVP honors in that game. Over his career, Stafford has thrown for over 55 yards and more than 350 touchdowns, with a deep ball average of around 12 yards per attempt. His ability to throw deep, especially on routes like the post, where he's at about 85% accuracy, is elite. His release time is around 2.1 seconds, making him quicker to get rid of the ball than many other quarterbacks, which helps mitigate pressure. Despite some injuries in 2025, including an elbow issue in Week 5 and a back injury in Week 7, Stafford has shown resilience and leadership, guiding the Rams through some tough stretches. His leadership snaps are at about 98%, meaning he's fully engaged when healthy, and his on-target percentage remains high at 79%. That's the kind of veteran presence that could really elevate Washington's attack, especially if he's paired with a talented group of young receivers. In terms of fit, the Commanders have long needed stability at quarterback, and Stafford could provide just that. His experience and poise in the pocket are exactly what Washington needs to turn around their season and build for the future. Some insiders compare Stafford's potential impact to what Drew Brees brought to the Saints, or even how Brett Favre revitalized the Jets in 2008. He's a proven winner, and his playoff experience, 12 postseason touchdowns, could be exactly what Washington needs to push beyond the NFC East and into serious postseason contention. But it's not just about Stafford's talent, it's also about how the Rams see their future. They're freeing up cap space, about $15 million, by moving him, and they're clearly prioritizing a run-heavy approach with their current roster. Their new quarterback depth chart currently features Stetson Bennett, but they're not exactly counting on him to be the franchise guy just yet. The Rams are projecting a finish around 8-9, and odds of winning the Super Bowl are quite long, around plus 4-0. They're looking at it as a bit of a risk, but also an opportunity to reset and prepare for future drafts and free agency. For Washington, this move could be a game changer. If Stafford arrives, he could elevate the offense significantly, especially in the crucial third-down situations. His ability to create separation with his throws and lead comeback drives is reminiscent of some of the best quarterbacks of the past, like Montana in the 1980s. Statistically, Stafford's season so far has been solid, averaging around 800 yards with 14 touchdowns and just 5 interceptions. His PFF grade of 89.4 indicates he's still near the top of his game when healthy. Furthermore, his arm strength remains impressive. His fastball reaches 92 mph, giving him the ability to make those tight window throws under pressure. His deep accuracy is also noteworthy, with a success rate of about 75% when facing blitzes. These are the kinds of traits that could dramatically change Washington's offensive dynamics, especially if they deploy him in a system that emphasizes quick releases and aggressive passing. Now, some might wonder about the risks involved. Stafford's injury history is a concern, no doubt. But if Washington can manage his health and get him to mentor Howell and the younger quarterbacks, this could be a win-win scenario. The team's cap situation is manageable, around $18 million in space after Brown's groin injury. And with Stafford's leadership, the Commanders could transform their 3-6 record into something much more promising, possibly aiming for an 8-9 finish and a wild-card spot. Their defense has been decent but inconsistent, and adding Stafford's experience could be the boost they need to leapfrog the NFC East giants. Looking at the bigger picture, the potential trade also impacts the playoff picture. Stafford's playoff experience and ability to perform under pressure could turn Washington into legitimate contenders. His presence on the field, combined with the team's rising young talent, might boost their odds of making a deep postseason run. Right now, they're considered underdogs with odds around plus 6-0, but a move like this could shift perceptions dramatically. Imagine Stafford leading a late-season surge, channeling that playoff wizardry he's known for, and pushing Washington over the edge into the postseason. And let's not forget the long-term implications. If Washington manages to land Stafford and he performs well, it could redefine the franchise's future. The idea of a Stafford-led team hoisting a trophy someday might seem like a distant dream now, but with his leadership and experience, that dream could become a reality. The fans, the city, and certainly the coaching staff would be energized by such a move, believing in a true veteran who has been through the highs and lows of NFL life. Of course, there are skeptics. Some believe that trading for Stafford might be too risky given his injury history and the cost involved. Others worry about whether he'll be able to stay healthy through the remainder of the season. But for many Commanders fans, the potential upside far outweighs the risks. This isn't just about patching a hole. It's about making a statement that Washington is serious about contending now and in the future. It's about establishing a new era, with Stafford as a leader and mentor, guiding the young quarterbacks and elevating the entire offense. In conclusion, this rumored move could be one of the most significant in recent NFL history, at least for the Commanders. It's a bold strategy, a gamble that could pay off big time. Whether it materializes or not, it's a reminder that the NFL is always evolving, and that big changes are often just around the corner. For Washington fans, this is the kind of news that sparks hope, excitement, and the anticipation of seeing their team take a giant leap forward. Keep your eyes on this story, because it's far from over, and the next chapter could be written with a quarterback whose legacy is already cemented in the league's history. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Stafford could be the piece that finally pushes Washington over the top? Or are you skeptical about bringing in a veteran with injury concerns? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. We're on the cusp of what could be an exciting new chapter, and your voice is vital in this conversation. Let's see how this story unfolds, but one thing is for sure. Big things are happening in the NFC East, and Washington is right in the middle of it.